Hello, Internet. It's Beulah, creator and publisher of Crazy Pencil Comics and the series Black Project. Just want to give a huge thank you to everyone that came out and supported us on our Indiegogo campaign that just finished last night. We had an initial ask of $1,000 Canadian to print the book and to get copies out there to the first people that wanted it. We've been hearing for years that from other people online that have seen the book or pages of it and had really enjoyed it and wanted to get a copy. So we thought the best way to do this is to get the best damn copy out there to you guys, and that is with an amazing cover. I got that right here, and I'll show you right now, and it's this. You're all going to be getting this copy right now, which is one of the best things I think I've ever done, and that's saying a lot because we got a lot more headed towards you guys, and you guys have no idea what's in store, and I can't wait to show you, but I can't show you everything right now. I can't show the end of the movie like they do in every movie preview these days. I don't want to do that to you guys. I want you guys to be surprised and have an amazing experience reading Black Project and getting into it right now, starting with this book. This is our 72-page book. It's got a great print quality, and we also have a great backup section about how the book was made, starting on paper and then the process moving over to digital. So all of you guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, the bottom of my heart and my child's heart and my wife's heart and Josh's heart and everyone else that was involved with making the book, especially Hugh Fleming, a huge fan of Hugh. He's been one of my favorites since I was a teenager, going to the comic shop every week just to buy, or every month just to buy Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, back when the license was with Dark Horse Comics. And the fact that he came in and became our cover artist for this special first edition out there, it's a big deal for me. And you legitimately have a Star Wars poster artist working for you is the coolest thing, I think. One of the coolest sentences anyone could ever say to me. So we asked for 1,000 and we made 12. As I read right now, it is 2:00 on a Saturday afternoon, this November the 30th, and we have made $1,232. So that is just fantastic. I'm looking here on my computer right now, and the response was really good. It started, like with anything when it comes to anything when it comes to a crowdfunding, you expect them to open it up and then you're gonna get your ask within the first day, and it just doesn't work that way because these things are different. It's different for everyone that comes out in there. A lot of people like to talk about the instant successes that happen on crowdfunding. What they don't talk about is which is the more normal situation you find, and that is where people that are on crowdfunding are just trying to get their product out there. They're just trying to get their media and their art to people, and it's very, very difficult. You can't build a market. You can't sell to a market if you haven't built it. So this is what it's about. And we're 123% funded, and after we will be doing. We're looking at this here. I'm just looking at our page. If you see me looking in this direction, I'm on my computer. What's great is how did we get, where did you guys come from on Indiegogo to support us? Well, 15% was actually through Indiegogo itself, and the other 85% was from social media. It was through Instagram, it was through Facebook, and it was through Twitter, and yes, even TikTok. We even have a TikTok account, and you can find us there. And no, we don't do the following trends of how pretty we look today after a song cuts it into a different beat. Most of our people I'm looking here came in from Canada, which is great. Canadians supporting us, which is awesome because we're Canadian, and also a good quarter of that audience came in from the United States, which is great, to our neighbors down south, and as well as parts of Europe. So that's really great that we have that. I just want to let people know where everyone else saw Black Project and is coming to be a part of the Crazy Pencil Comics family. When it comes to what we are going to be doing here, I just want to be very, very transparent as in terms of what will happen with this money. And everyone's thinking, oh, you're going to be pocketing it in and taking it and, I don't know, spending it at the casino, which is totally not going to happen. What we do is that what we will be getting is most of that. we raised 1232, but we don't get the 1232. We have Indiegogo platform fees, and we have payment processing fees, and we have a reserve funds. And after all of that, what we have is pretty much $1,000 left, which is really what we're asking for. And thank you all for coming in and overspending as well, in the sense of, not overspending, coming in and taking care of this for us, and supporting our project. Basically, our money will be going to pay for prints, pay for shipping, and to pay for the handling of everything. And it literally will go right back to you. We are in this to make $200,000 in the first hit. When that happens, I'll be like, we must have done something right. My point is, I just want to be transparent with everybody here, and to make sure that you all understand that the money you are using to support Crazy Pencil Comics with will really come back right to you, and you will be getting the best book and the best poster and the best print quality trading cards out there. We're really thankful to a lot of you guys out there. A lot of people out there actually didn't even want the book. They just basically donated to our series, and it's really great that they believe in us, that they just go, you know what, just get the book done and get the book printed. So people like that gave us donations, we thank you wholeheartedly. I don't want to name names or anything, but I do have to give a few shout outs to the people that were early adopters and they came in to help us out with media and appearances. First off, I want to give a shout out to Jeff Palumbo and at Spinwiz Comics. And Jeff Palumbo and Spinwiz Comics are really great. They have been they were recommended to me through another company that is now since disbanded and shut down for printing, but they connected us, and now we're kind of friends, and I'm really thankful for the friendship we built with Spinwiz Comics and with Jeff. He brought us onto his Spinwiz Comics show. We shared links for that as well. And he was really great. He gave us a good solid hour talking about our influences and everything, and helped promote the print copy and the Indiegogo campaign for Black Project. What's amazing is Spinwiz Comics is an online digital comic store. So all of our comics that we have to date are actually out there right now for you to read. You can read chapters 1 and 2 digital, and then buy into chapters 3. So, and the future chapters that will follow through, starting with chapter 4. And what's great is he came in and to help us get some awareness out there to the market, and it worked. We got some backers from you guys. So thank you to Jeff Palumbo, you've been awesome. I can't wait to come back on your show again. I was such a huge fan. I also want to thank Mike Phillips from Sequart Research about Sequart is the online Sequart. They are really the only place that reads and talks about comics in a literal sense and in an educational and academic sense. They've been great friends of mine for many years now. A good friend of mine that writes for them as well, Ian Daw, and he's an amazing writer as himself. He and got a great beard, and we like to thank them for having an interview with us and posting it on their website. We shared those links as well earlier on last month, and also they were retweeting our campaign on Twitter, so we could not have better friends at Sequart. I also want to give an amazingly huge shout out to Jimmy Church, radio show host for Fade to Black Radio, and the fill-in guest host for Coast to Coast AM on the weekends. Jimmy Church, I've been a fan of for years. I would call in when he was guest hosting on Coast to Coast before he took off to build Fade to Black on his own, and now I'd like to consider myself a Fader-naut because I listen to him whenever I draw a Black Project late at nights or working on any other project. And I basically was messaging him back and forth and sent him my early proof copies of the original test prints that I made, and he was a massive fan of it from that day on. And he brought us onto his show a couple of times already. I would call in and we would chat on his open lines, which is one of my favorite nights to listen to, just to listen to everyone else call in and talk about their experiences. Because Black Project itself is all about the experiencers and UFOs, secret government programs and whatnot. We always call it It's Stranger Things Meets X-Files. And Jimmy Church has always believed in us and believed in the series. And I'm so superbly thankful for Jimmy Church and Fade to Black Radio and all the Fadernauts involved with them. I could not have found better friends online with Jimmy, with Mike, and with Jeff, who have helped push us further out there. I also have to give a quick shout out to Paul Shipper, who is an amazing poster artist himself, and you see his work all over the place, and most especially, he reshared our tweets in the last couple of days, and he's good friends with our cover artist, Hugh Fleming, so, he supported Hugh's work, and by doing that, he supported our work, and we could not be more thankful for that at all. I would just absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much. Hugh Fleming, you are the best, and thank you for taking us on as a client, and thank you for continuing to be what I consider professional friend out there, and I can't wait to give you more work out there in the future. I also want to thank Josh Whitall, who is my co-writer for Dialogue for all of the projects that we have done so far, chapters 1, 2, and 3, and very, 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 very soon, chapter 4. Josh, you got work coming to you. We have 110 pages of amazing comic books for you to write right now, and that's just chapter 4. So thank you for coming on board and helping us find a voice with Black Project. You've been amazing, and I'm so proud to call you a friend and a brother in the industry. And I just want to thank everyone else out there that supported us. Every single one of you guys that came in at the last second. Those are my friends in the video game and the film industry and in the health board industry, and just people that liked us out there, and the schools that we work with. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the first of many, and I can't wait to show you what we have in store.